Hey, what's up everybody? It's Coach Matt, EliteThrowsCoaching.com, coming to you today with another Technique Tuesday video, and we are still talking about glide shot put. Indoor track season right around the corner. We've only got about 4 more weeks until indoor starts here in New England, so we want to get going with this glide shot series. Before we start though, I wanted to remind everybody that the first weekend in December, December 6th, we are going to be having a coaching clinic here at Primal in Cranston, Rhode Island. We've done these every year. The turnout has always been great. Please do not wait until this thing sells out. Please make sure if you are coming, get signed up as soon as you can. We're going to cover in-season strength training, teaching you how to peak correctly, and we're going to cover some of the common faults and errors and ways to correct portions of the glide shot put. So we hope you guys can attend. Make sure click the link down below if you want to get signed up. We only have like 14 spots left, so please make sure to get signed up. All right, so today we are talking about the back of the circle. Before I get started, I know what a lot of you are thinking. Are these the new Adidas Glide shot put shoes? No, they are not. These are Olympic weightlifting shoes that Adidas makes. These are not throwing shoes, so do not ask me what kind of throwing shoes these are. They are not throwing shoes. These are not good for throwing. These are weightlifting shoes. The other thing, no, I'm not wearing tights. I am wearing knee sleeves because I like to keep my knees warm, and I just got done squatting, hence the pouring of sweat, the knee sleeves, and the weightlifting shoes, okay? So now that we've covered that, and we're not going to get any questions down below about what kind of throwing shoes I'm wearing and why I'm wearing tights, let's get to the back of the circle. So in the glide, we've already talked about power position. And I want to show you a trick that I use, again, when I'm working with large groups of people, when I'm working at a camp. This is how I teach the starting position in the back of the circle. And I do this after we do the power position. So we go power position, we work back, toe, knee, hip, slap, pull, push, all the stuff we did before, and then we go to the back. We don't do the middle, we do the front of the circle, and then we teach the back of the circle. What I do is I have all the athletes get set up in that proper power position. So we're up on the toe, we're sitting back, and we've got a good power position. All the weight is mostly back here on this power leg. We've got our shoulders, chest, head, left arm, our non-throwing arm back behind us. So we have them hold that for about 30 seconds. They hold this position. They hold this standing throw power position. And then we say, okay, now turn your power foot forward. And hold that position. And this right here is how we want everybody starting in the back of the circle. Now look, is that perfect? No. Is that the way Ulf Timmerman did it? No. Is that the way that Tomasz Majewski did it? Does it? No. Is that the way that, the state champion that you coached does it? No. But that's a great way to get started. We want athletes to get comfortable having their weight back beyond that power foot in the back of the circle. So if the weight is already beyond the power foot in the standing throw, then the weight can easily be taught to be beyond the power foot in the back of the circle. And essentially what we're trying to avoid are the athletes that start their glide like this, with their hips in between their feet. We want to see the hips shifted over that power leg. So the weight shifted over the power leg, the same as it is in that power throw, standing throw, power position. Okay? So that's how we do it. Have them get set up in that power position, and then turn the foot, and this is how they start. So sometimes I'll have them get in the back of the circle. Okay, so if the toe board's down there, get in the back of the circle, then turn their foot, and just give me a little bit of a bounce. Make sure they can pick up that blocking foot. Make sure they can get that up, and that means all their weight is back beyond the leg. What this does is it prevents starting out in this position and gliding and standing straight up, using their back to propel themselves through the circle. Okay? So that's how we get athletes started in the back. Once they're started in the back, we want them to glide across. And to initiate that glide across the circle, we want them to drop their hips slightly. The riddle and the question I always ask athletes is, if there's a car and it's dead on the side of the road and you start to push it, that's hard. If your friend is already pushing the car and then you start to push it, it's a lot easier to move. It's a lot easier to move the car when the wheels are already rolling. And that's what we want to do in the back of the circle. And that's the last part of the video today. When we're in that starting position, that glide position, we want to bring the foot up so that the knees are together and the toe is next to the heel. So we're going to bring up, and as we bring up, we're going to drop the hips slightly. And what you notice is that starts to rock their hips backwards. That starts to rock them backwards without lifting the head and shoulders. It gets the hips moving back to make it easier for them to glide. It gets the wheels rolling. Okay? So that's the next step after power position. We go to the back of the circle and we get them in a proper position in the back and we get the wheels rolling. We get the hips to drop and we get their body slightly rolling backwards. Okay? That takes care of this Technique Tuesday video. Make sure, guys, go to EliteThrowsCoaching.com, sign up for the newsletter. We send things out 2-3 times a week. The Technique Tuesday videos, we send out other things, other announcements, so make sure to sign up. And if you want to come to that clinic on December 6th, it's really, really inexpensive. Click the link down below. I hope to see you here, Cranston, Rhode Island. Do a little talking about in-season training and glide shot. Talk to you soon.